Now, after Nio gave us their guidance of between 55 and 57,000 for the Q3 of 2023, we now know the kind of deliveries that Nio expects to deliver, or it's supposed to deliver, to meet their guidance for September. Because, ladies and gents, today we just got to see the August deliveries, and I see on the screen, as some of you might have already seen the figures, Nio for the month of August, they delivered over 19,300. Now this is a 5% lower than the over 20,400 we saw for the month of July, but it is 81% increase year over year. This is something that is incredible, because this is the second best deliveries that Nio has ever produced on a month. So I'm very excited with this kind of deliveries. Though they failed to beat the kind of deliveries they delivered in July, it is still good deliveries, and I think you and me can agree that Nio now are left with just over 15,200 to get to their lower guidance of 55,000, which they gave during their Q2 earnings. Now, before we dig deep into this video, you already know that this video is just an entertainment video and not a professional financial advice video. Now, I would appreciate if you can just hit the likes button if you are enjoying the content that I'm giving you about Nio's deliveries, or August deliveries, which you saw today, and the kind of deliveries that Nio is left with to meet both their lower and their upper guidance, and that is the guidance of 55 and 57,000, which they gave us during their Q2 earnings. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the likes button, and if you have not subscribed, consider subscribing, because Nio is one of the stocks that I talk a lot about on this channel, because I believe in their fundamentals and their future prospects, and I still believe that this is a stock that the share price, we will see, or chances are high that we'll see it recover as Nio continues delivering good delivery numbers. So yes, without wasting any more of your time, Nio reported just over 19,300, which is 5%, or which was 5% lower than the deliveries they reported in July, which is still good news, guys, because ladies and gents, Nio now has a total accumulative deliveries of almost 40,000. Now, you will remember that the quarterly record that Nio currently holds is just over 40,000 deliveries, which they produced, or they delivered, in the Q4 of 2022, which means that with these 2 months, and that is the July and August deliveries, Nio, it's almost sitting at their quarterly record, which they produced in Q4 of 2022. I mean, now this just simply means that we must just agree that, of course, there's going to be a new quarterly record, which is why we saw, of course, Nio coming out with a guidance of 55 and 57,000. Now, personally, as I've said during the earnings, or as I've said on Tuesday when Nio did their earnings, I believe that Nio will thresh the guidance which they gave to us, because, ladies and gents, it is looking like demand is there for Nio, and they are delivering as many vehicles as they can to try to catch up to the probably deliveries they missed in the first half of this year. So I'm very excited about the over 19,300 vehicles, because this puts Nio now to just have to deliver around 15,000, or just over 15,200, to meet their 55,000 delivery guidance, and 17,200 to meet their upper guidance of 57,000. Which, do I think they are going to beat that, or they are going to thresh these deliveries? Absolutely, because, like I said, the demand in Nio now is high, and we are seeing Nio delivering good delivery numbers. Even if Nio is to produce the very same deliveries that they produce now, and that is the deliveries of just over 19,000, they would have already smashed the delivery guidance they gave us during their Q2 earnings. I am very excited about these deliveries, and I think Nio is on a good trend, or it's in a good direction, as the deliveries continue, or they are continuing to be better. Though they are lower than their July deliveries, these are still good figures. Now, something that really makes me to be hopeful is something which I said during my yesterday's video, and that is the kind of strategic, of course, moves that Nio is doing to improve sales, the kind of organizational adjustments that Nio is introducing to try to deliver as many vehicles as they can. I mean, right now, you'll know that they are currently giving out a commission of around or up to $550 to those that sell, or to the Nio sales people that sell the Nio cars, which is something that, of course, it will encourage the sales personnel in Nio to make sure that they deliver as many vehicles, or they generate or get as many sales as possible, because they know that there is, of course, an incentive or a commission that comes when they sell the Nio cars. So I'm very excited, and I'm hopeful that we'll get to see the delivery improving, and the 30,000 that Nio is planning to get for starting in Q4. I personally believe that, yeah, it's possible, especially looking at the kind of course, moves that Nio is doing to boost their sales. It's very much possible, and chances are, even for the month of September, we might get to see Nio reporting a new monthly record when it comes to deliveries, which is something that will be so great, because you will know that at the end of September, they said that the production capacity will be around 30,000 deliveries, meaning that from the month of October going to the last months of Q4, we are going to see Nio being able to sell around 30,000 vehicles. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I'm very excited, and I just thought I'd just give this quick update. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. And once you're subscribed, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, I'm still hopeful that Nio will sell over 200,000 cars for this year, or for the year 2023. I personally believe so, because if you just add, of course, the 90,000 only that they are planning to get for Q4, then chances are very high that when we add to probably 115 to 120,000 vehicles that Nio can sell after Q3, then that means that, of course, Nio will be over 200,000 when we add that, of course, 90,000 to over the 115,000 vehicles that they would have generated or sold for the first 3 quarters. So I'm very excited, because though Nio probably won't get to double sales or to get to the 250,000 vehicles, which of course we had the Chief Financial Officer Mr. Stephen Feng saying early this year, but they would at least have generated over 200,000, which has always been, of course, their target, as said by the new CEO during December of 2022. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your investing journey, and God bless you all.